Performance management, aligning people, purpose, and progress for organizational success. Performance management is a strategic process that aligns people with purpose to drive progress and ensure long-term success. It's more than just an annual evaluation. It's a continuous system that helps individuals and teams understand expectations, perform effectively, and develop over time. This course provides a comprehensive foundation in modern performance management, including definitions, benefits, and real-world applications. You'll learn how to align employee goals with organizational strategy, track performance meaningfully, and provide constructive feedback that motivates and empowers. We'll compare traditional HR-led models with agile, people-centric approaches used in today's top organizations. We'll also explore the key components of a performance system, such as goal setting, planning, feedback, reviews, and recognition, and show how they function as a unified system. With practical case studies and implementation strategies, this course equips future leaders with the knowledge and tools to build high-performing, engaged teams aligned with business objectives. Course overview. This course provides a strategic overview of performance management and how it drives organizational success. First, we define performance management and explain why it matters in today's dynamic, innovation-driven companies. You'll learn that it's not just a routine HR task. It's a continuous strategic process that aligns people with organizational goals. We'll break down the core components of an effective performance system and show how each element, such as setting goals, planning performance, providing feedback, conducting reviews, and recognizing achievements, works together to maximize impact. You'll explore how modern approaches differ from outdated, annual-only models, and how digital platforms enhance communication, tracking, and transparency. The course also covers how to use performance metrics wisely, navigate common challenges, and apply best practices. Finally, we bring it all together with real-world case studies and practical strategies for implementation, so you can see how these concepts are applied in high-performing organizations to foster growth, clarity, and accountability. What is performance management? Performance management is a strategic, ongoing process aimed at improving both individual and organizational effectiveness. It begins by setting clear expectations, making sure everyone understands their goals and responsibilities. Then, it aligns individual and team goals with the company's larger strategic objectives, ensuring that daily work contributes meaningfully to long-term success. Monitoring and evaluating performance are essential elements that allow for course correction and progress tracking. Another critical function is providing regular, constructive feedback to help individuals improve and stay motivated. Development and recognition go hand in hand, supporting employees as they grow and acknowledging their efforts. Modern performance management isn't static or limited to annual forms. It's dynamic, supported by data, and centered on people. It involves an ongoing loop of setting goals, monitoring progress, offering feedback, and then developing and rewarding top performance. The ultimate purpose is to empower teams and individuals to reach their full potential, which in turn drives organizational progress. Why performance management matters? Performance management drives improvements across the organization. Goal alignment ensures that each employee's efforts contribute directly to strategic business outcomes. Productivity improves when responsibilities and priorities are well defined. Engagement grows when employees receive regular feedback and recognition. Accountability is another major benefit. Early identification of gaps enables timely course correction, preventing small issues from becoming major problems. Growth is encouraged through structured learning and upskilling opportunities, allowing individuals to build their careers while enhancing organizational capability. Finally, retention improves when people work in an environment where performance is recognized and rewarded. A strong performance management system cultivates motivation, commitment, and satisfaction. It helps turn a company's vision into daily action and long-term results by activating every individual's potential. Organizational success. A well-designed performance management system is directly tied to organizational success. Goal alignment ensures that individuals and teams are working toward the priorities that matter most. It channels energy into strategic outcomes instead of scattered efforts. Productivity improves when employees receive clear direction, enabling faster execution and better results. Engagement rises when team members feel motivated, heard, and respected. This leads to increased morale and innovation. Accountability becomes a shared standard, where people understand their roles and take ownership of their contributions. Growth is cultivated through continuous learning and development. High retention follows when people feel supported, recognized, and given opportunities to thrive. Success depends on more than strategy. It depends on execution, and performance management ensures that every individual is positioned and empowered to deliver on that strategy. Core components. Overview. A strong performance management system is built on several interdependent components that work together to drive results. It starts with goal setting, creating SMART goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These goals must align with the organization's broader objectives. Performance planning then defines what success looks like for each role by establishing key results and performance standards. Ongoing feedback is critical. It provides real-time coaching, helps correct course early, and supports employee development continuously. Check-ins and reviews offer structured opportunities to track progress, adjust plans, and engage in open dialogue. Formal evaluations, such as biannual or annual reviews, provide a comprehensive view of performance using multiple sources of input, including peer and self-assessments. Development planning identifies skill gaps and career opportunities, while rewards and recognition motivate performance and reinforce positive behaviors. Together, these components form a cohesive system that promotes clarity, accountability, growth, and sustained excellence across the organization. Core Component 1. Goal Setting. Effective goal setting is the foundation of performance management, providing direction, focus, and motivation. The most successful goals are SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific goals clearly define what must be done. Measurable goals include quantifiable metrics to track progress. Achievable goals stretch an individual while remaining realistic. Relevant goals connect the task to the broader organizational strategy, ensuring alignment with the company's mission and vision. Finally, time-bound goals have deadlines and milestones that create urgency and help track progress. To be effective across the organization, goals must cascade. Organizational goals guide departmental priorities, which in turn inform individual objectives and development plans. This cascading structure ensures that every employee understands how their work contributes to the company's success. It creates alignment, boosts motivation, and eliminates confusion. When goal setting is done right, it empowers employees, strengthens accountability, and builds a high-performance culture where effort directly drives progress. Core Component 2. Performance Planning. Performance planning creates a clear roadmap for success by defining exactly what good performance looks like in each role. It starts with outlining success criteria and key results that are specific to the job function. These criteria form the standards by which performance will be evaluated. Expectations should be communicated clearly so that employees understand their responsibilities and how success will be measured. Importantly, employees should be actively involved in shaping their own performance plans. This collaborative process enhances commitment and ownership, leading to higher levels of engagement and performance. Plans must also connect individual performance to broader team and organizational goals, reinforcing alignment and purpose. Finally, timelines with defined milestones establish accountability and allow for progress tracking throughout the year. When employees co-create and clearly understand their performance plans, they're more likely to stay focused, be proactive, and contribute meaningfully to the organization's overall success. Core Component 3. Ongoing Feedback. Ongoing feedback is a cornerstone of modern performance management. Unlike traditional systems that rely solely on annual reviews, continuous feedback fosters a culture of learning and agility. Real-time coaching enables employees to correct course quickly, improving outcomes without delay. Achievements should be recognized immediately, not months later. This reinforces positive behaviors and boosts morale. The feedback should strike a balance between positive reinforcement and constructive guidance. For example, celebrating strong results builds confidence, while offering tips to improve response times or quality helps drive progress. Instead of waiting for a yearly assessment, feedback becomes an ongoing conversation that fuels development and growth. Regular dialogue promotes continuous improvement, making performance management a day-to-day activity rather than a once-a-year event. This approach creates an adaptive culture where people feel supported and motivated, and where learning becomes an integral part of every task, every week, and every milestone reached. Core Component 4: Check-ins and reviews. Regular check-ins create a steady rhythm of communication that strengthens performance and promotes proactive development. Rather than relying on once-a-year reviews, effective managers hold monthly or quarterly one-on-ones with their team members. These touchpoints help track progress against established goals and KPIs, giving employees clarity and accountability. Regular reviews make it easier to identify and address obstacles before they escalate into major barriers. They also allow managers to adjust expectations based on evolving priorities or business needs. These sessions are an opportunity to discuss career development, learning opportunities, and support needs. For example, someone like Alex Morgan might meet monthly with their manager, Taylor Williams, to review their progress, get feedback, and refine goals. Weekly touchpoints, monthly reviews, and quarterly goal checks form an agile cycle that promotes adaptability, motivation, and continuous alignment. This approach empowers employees to stay engaged, feel supported, and keep contributing to organizational success. Core Component 5: Formal evaluations. While ongoing feedback provides day-to-day guidance, formal evaluations serve as structured checkpoints to assess overall performance comprehensively. These evaluations are typically conducted biannually or annually and are backed by concrete performance data. A key feature is the inclusion of multiple perspectives. Self-assessments enhance ownership and reflection, while peer feedback offers broader insight into collaboration and interpersonal impact. Manager evaluations round out the picture with specific examples of outcomes and behavior. This multi-source approach, known as 360-degree feedback, creates a more balanced and accurate assessment of strengths and areas for growth. Data-backed insights ensure evaluations are objective and actionable, helping organizations make informed decisions about development, promotions, or role changes. A holistic evaluation framework transforms reviews from a bureaucratic formality into a meaningful process that supports continuous growth. By incorporating diverse input, these evaluations reinforce transparency, accountability, and trust, key elements in building a high-performance and high-integrity workplace culture. Core Components 6 and 7: Development and recognition. Development and recognition are critical components that not only improve performance, but also increase engagement and retention. Development planning involves a structured approach to help employees grow. This includes identifying specific growth opportunities, offering targeted skill-building workshops, assigning stretch assignments that challenge capabilities, and fostering mentorship relationships for ongoing support. These investments in growth signal to employees that the organization is committed to their future. Recognition, on the other hand, motivates people to sustain high performance. Linking performance to promotions and career advancement shows that achievements are valued. Performance-based bonuses and incentives provide tangible rewards, while recognition programs, both public and private, boost morale and reinforce desired behaviors. When development and recognition are directly tied to performance outcomes, employees gain not just the skills to improve, but also the motivation to excel. This combination creates a high-trust environment where people feel valued, supported, and empowered to deliver their best work. Modern approaches to performance management. Industry leaders like Adobe, Deloitte, and Microsoft have reimagined performance management by replacing outdated models with more agile, feedback-driven systems. Traditional approaches relied on annual reviews, which were manager-driven, focused heavily on numerical ratings, and served as compliance tools rather than strategic enablers. Goals were often generic and static. In contrast, modern models feature frequent check-ins, regular conversations that promote continuous learning. These systems are employee-driven, allowing for more collaboration and self-direction. Goals are dynamic and evolve with changing strategies. Feedback replaces rigid ratings, offering qualitative coaching that's relevant and actionable. Most importantly, modern systems are designed to drive business outcomes by enhancing individual and team growth. They are not just tools for HR compliance, but platforms for empowerment, alignment, and impact. This shift reflects a broader organizational transformation toward cultures where people are continuously learning, adapting, and contributing in ways that move the business forward in real time. Key tools and technologies. Modern performance management is powered by digital platforms that bring visibility, structure, and real-time feedback to organizations, especially those with distributed teams. Tools like SuccessFactors by SAP offer integrated platforms for performance, learning, and goal management. Lattice enables goal alignment, feedback, and career planning in a seamless interface. Workday provides talent analytics and performance tracking capabilities that support strategic HR decisions. 15.5 specializes in continuous check-ins and objective key result tracking, promoting accountability and open communication. Culture Amp delivers people analytics and 360-degree feedback to enhance employee engagement and development. These platforms improve consistency across teams, promote data-driven decision-making, and foster collaboration. By centralizing information and automating routine processes, digital systems reduce friction and increase the efficiency of performance management. For new engineers entering the workforce, becoming comfortable with these tools will be essential. These platforms help bridge technical work with personal growth, team goals, and organizational success. Performance metrics. What to measure. To assess performance accurately, organizations must measure both quantitative and qualitative factors. Goal achievement is a primary metric. Did the employee deliver results on time and to the expected standard? Productivity and quality are also critical, measured through output volume, efficiency, customer satisfaction, and error rates. Behavioral competencies matter too. How well does the individual communicate, collaborate, adapt, or lead? These soft skills directly impact team dynamics and long-term success. Learning and development metrics assess progress in acquiring new skills, completing certifications, and reaching personal growth milestones. Engagement and initiative show up in project participation, proactive problem-solving, and leadership in new initiatives. Together, these indicators provide a well-rounded view of performance. Dashboards can visualize this data, highlighting strengths and areas needing attention. Balancing hard metrics with human insight ensures evaluations are fair, holistic, and development-oriented. This approach helps guide decisions on promotions, training, and support, while reinforcing a culture of accountability and growth. Challenges in performance management. Despite its value, performance management often struggles due to several common challenges. One major issue is lack of clarity. Goals may be vague and expectations undefined, making it hard to measure success or hold anyone accountable. Another challenge is infrequent feedback. When issues or accomplishments are only addressed during annual reviews, opportunities for real-time improvement are lost. Bias and subjectivity also undermine credibility. Performance ratings may reflect personal preferences rather than objective contributions. Misalignment is a frequent problem too, where individual efforts aren't connected to broader business outcomes, resulting in wasted effort. Overcomplexity is another pitfall. Overly burdensome forms and processes make performance management feel more like a chore than a benefit. The solution is to simplify and modernize. Streamlined processes, trained managers, and a shift from judgment to coaching can transform performance management from a compliance task into a catalyst for learning, agility, and sustained organizational progress. Best practices for effectiveness. To build an effective performance management system, organizations must adopt several strategic best practices. It begins with setting clear expectations. Defining roles, KPIs, and competencies from the start ensures everyone understands their responsibilities and performance standards. Emphasizing continuous dialogue is essential. Performance conversations should be part of the regular workflow, not just reserved for annual reviews. Employees should be actively involved in setting their own goals, increasing motivation, and aligning personal aspirations with team and organizational priorities. Managers must be trained as coaches, not just evaluators. This means developing skills in providing timely feedback, asking powerful questions, and guiding growth. Recognizing performance regularly, celebrating small wins as well as major milestones, fosters engagement and morale. Smart use of data enhances decision-making by combining analytics with human insight. Finally, linking performance to development opportunities turns the system into a growth engine where employees feel supported, valued, and inspired to reach their full potential. Case example: semiconductor equipment company. Consider a real-world example from a semiconductor equipment company. A technician responsible for maintaining atomic layer deposition reactors was originally evaluated only once per year. They received minimal feedback and had limited opportunities for development. This traditional approach led to disengagement and missed performance potential. The company adopted a modern system starting with quarterly SMART goals, for example, aiming to reduce equipment downtime by 10%. Bi-weekly check-ins with a shift lead replaced annual reviews, promoting consistent communication. Digital maintenance logs enabled real-time performance tracking. Specialized training in new diagnostic tools and mentorship from a senior engineer supported growth. Achievements were recognized with skill badges and internal recognition. The results were dramatic: improved equipment uptime, faster troubleshooting, higher engagement, and a clear path to promotion based on competency development. The key insight is clear: continuous feedback, development, and recognition create measurable improvements in both individual performance and long-term career growth. Conclusion: leadership imperative. Performance management is not a bureaucratic process. It's a leadership imperative. At its core, it's a system designed to unlock human potential and align people with organizational purpose. When executed well, it creates a culture of trust, accountability, and continuous improvement. Employees understand what's expected of them, feel supported by their managers, and are equipped with the tools and feedback they need to thrive. Leaders who embrace performance management as a strategic function, not just an HR requirement, build high-performing teams that are aligned, motivated, and agile. The goal is not simply to evaluate performance, but to elevate it. By fostering a culture where expectations are clear, development is ongoing, and recognition is meaningful, organizations create a true culture of success. This is where people do their best work, innovate with confidence, and contribute fully to shared outcomes. Performance management becomes the bridge between individual growth and organizational excellence.